I said, your father, she's illuminati. Yes, don't judge me. Then like they hold me scoop bare. Speak, ask the money that you want. But don't forget to mention 3 of your ancestors. It was then they were capturing my soul. Now my soul star has been taken. I'm an empty tin. I'm walking on the street, but I'm empty. The crown chakra has been tampered with. Aksana direction.
Hi bolala, hi bo sweetheart. Bolala ke setlolo sa kweneng ke moradia ba taung. After all, I am my father's princess. Ke ragadia lebohane nthuseng ke ragadia bana ba fili ke memoholo bana ke koko bana ke mane bana. Ke queen wa di levels platter for Olivia Fokolo. Bolala today ke le tshwaretse abuto mo mona a motle. What a handsome guy. Ke kopa hore I introduce batho ba modimo tla le jwetsa hore na ke yena mang o tswa kae. Yeah.
Hi, okay.
Ke teng o kae papa?
Ke dumedisha mabogedi ba gago, di followers tsa gago. Ha ba like video ya gago. Ka lebitso ke nna Alimition. I'm originally from Limpopo. I was born in Gauteng. I grew up in 3 provinces, Gauteng, Mpumalanga, and Limpopo. And I'm here because of this situation that I've went through, which I've been bottling it up, but it's eating me. I can't find closure because of some things. They really need you to find justice before you can heal and let go of it. It was a traumatic experience that I've faced, which it started when I was 24. The actual issue, I regretted coming to Joburg. When they say Gauteng Amojele, they're talking about me. I came here 2012 in Joburg. I was staying in Tembisa. I was staying with my uncles, but when I was starting to pick up, I started to have my own place where I was renting, life of Tembisa, Rarenta Kofela. I had a girlfriend, which I met 2013, remember May, and then I lasted until 2014, September 24. That was my first girlfriend in Joburg, and the person I was staying in with her. And then really it happened along the way when I was working. I met this woman. I was in a relationship when I met her. She came at my workplace. Then that's where we met. We swapped numbers. We became friends. I was in a relationship. Strange enough, my relationship that I was in started to not do well, and we broke up 2014. Then I was single from 2014, September 24 until January 10. January 10, that was 2015. It happened the very lady that I met 2014, the time I was in a relationship, she reached out to me. She called me, she approached me, we spoke. She's a Sotho.
She's a Sotho. Okay. She's a Sotho. That look though. Okay.
Yeah, so 10 January, she came to me seeking help, asking me.
Sorry. Lesotho she's a Sotho
Vereeniging.
from where? Or from Vereeniging?
Koval.
Original from Vereeniging?
Yes.
Okay.
Vereeniging. So then we started dating ka 10 January. It was a very confusing experience. How did things start? Immediately when she came to me, she was looking for a place to stay. Her parents are fighting. She can't settle in. She just needs some space. And I allowed her to stay in with me. Then relationship started that way. Literally, we moved in immediately on our first day.
Repeat yourself. You are saying, ha le tlo kopana le yena, o tlile ko ho wena a reng, a re o batla madulo, hana madulang.
Yes, so batlo ya sekolong ba tsore ba hae ba lwana.
Ne le so ratane?
No re so ratane, actually.
O no le stranger ko wena hore ne le tsebana over the phone?
We met before 2014. I was in a relationship. We knew each other. We met once. She would come to my shop where I was working. Then that's how I knew her.
So before nako santsane o le ko relationshiping azan le shelane back then?
Nope.
Le shelane ha setse atla ko ho wena kopa madulo?
Yes.
Okay.
Ke movile in Lena, ke thomile data na Lena, and first we get data. I would want to know about family ya gagwe. There are people that she introduced as family ya gagwe. Some of them, let me explain that. Let me start by saying she looked very beautiful. I felt like I'm lucky and I'm blessed to have her. That is the genuine feeling, Nick Naliona. whereby then I started to commit myself because I'm always committed when
Okay,
I'm
ke kopa ho botsisa. Ha tla ko ho wena o tlile a re o tlo kopa madulo o batla ho ya sekolong.
yes,
And then wena wa mo offera madulo as a friend.
yes.
As a friend,
The very
remember?
day things changed, the whole story changed.
Di chinchila setse le dula kaofela.
The very same day
The
we
very
started. Exactly. She came. The approach was ke batla madulo. When she came in, she's a woman, I'm a guy. Then things
Yes.
fell in place.
Ke ngo no sontso mo rata o mo sheba o mmona ore
She looked very beautiful. I don't want to lie to you. I was single. I didn't have a relationship. So I thought, you know what? Let me try out. She looked very humble, very innocent. And then we started dating. Then I wanted her to introduce me to her family. The first person that she introduced was another guy. They call him. He introduced him as the father.
Okay.
Yes. Then the mother, she would tell me, "Mama gage o nna ko Sebokeng." She only said Sebokeng. I said, okay. And then this guy, allegedly to be the father, he started calling us, and I was surprised this guy knew everything about me. He knew my name, he knew where I come from, he just knew everything about me, even my spirituality. Going forth, just to get to the story, get to the point, I mentioned something that I felt like I'm lucky when I was having that woman as my girlfriend. What made me feel like I was lucky? She looked like somebody who's very connected to our political leaders. I remember ba phone and ba ndumedisa ba re I must marry her. Bona ba ka se bue le nna if I don't marry. When am I getting married? When am I marrying her? Kipanina malobolo. And I needed the attention by then. And when seeing my girlfriend, and then tomorrow, boom, phone Elena. And then, hey, Mukele King, family boy, it's wealthy. And I say, oh, Papa, which one plug? What I'm saying, government. You understand?
E le wena.
Yes. But I can't talk to them because of if I get married, yeah, but now they need the Mkhonyana Olor is a hard worker.
Okay, ke kopa ho botsisa. Batho bo ntso re bana ba o founela. Are you sure e ne le bona or bana ba pretender ho ba bona?
It was them.
How sure you are?
Loudspeaker, I know their voices. She was doing loudspeakers, so I'm not lying, I'm telling you the honest truth.
You said ka selemo se sefe?
That's 2015 on our first week.
2015 ne re na le di-video calls ne?
Yes, got WhatsApp.
How o no le sure?
She was putting them on loudspeakers when I was
Okay.
speaking to them. And continuously, I felt like, yo, ke lucky. And then girlfriend started telling me stories. Now she was initiating the plan. She started saying, Ish, Papa Khache, he's not around. He went to Eastern Cape. He can't help him with money for school. Can I help her? I said, no problem. You're a girlfriend. Why not? I can invest into your career. But I don't have money. I have credit card. I have 15,000 in my credit card. I gave her 15,000. She started saying, I did pay some of the things, but the money is not enough. Please help me get another one. I went to do loan to African Bank. Remember credit card already, I spent 15K. And then I did loan for 10,000. I gave it to her. She said, no, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to last her for 5 years. She needs real money.
What do you mean it's not going to last there for 5 years?
She needed to go to Wits University. She's claiming that she wants to go to Wits University. And
So wena during nako ntse o dula le ena e ne le hona ba tla sekolo o gona santse a kena sekolo?
na gona batla school.
So a setse a applyile ba setse ba mo kukile or ho no hetsahalang?
She
I
was
don't get it.
actually playing the role of wanting to go to school. But when I explain further, you'll understand. It was a way of crippling me financially.
Okay.
It was a way of draining me financially. And they were taking me somewhere when they sucked my money. And then I made loan for 10,000 go African Bank. They gave me, I gave it to the girl. She said, no, she's not going to pay anything. She's going to use the money. She's going to call her father's friend, his father's friend. I said, for what? My father's friend knows how to make money. How to make money, yes. How? My father has a magic wallet in the house. Every day I collect 10,000 in the morning. How does that happen? I don't know. It happens. God, is this thing not Nigerian things whereby you kill people? I don't know. You don't kill people. I'm the one who was collecting the money. I know there's nothing. It's just some powerful sangomas who know how to take the money. God, where are they taking it? Are they collected in shops and in businesses? People, they don't realize that. I said, okay, do it. Let's see. And like, I'm curious now. It's okay. It's all in Limpopo.
O ne o na le lemo se kae?
I was 24. She was 21. Interesting. So I continued. She said, I found a guy. He's my father's sangoma.
Okay, ke kopa ho botsisa as o tshilo batho bo no ba mentiona ne, which is ke utlwa gore ke batho ba di high profile ne, and then before o boditse gore ntate wa hae ke whoever, and then a o boditse gore ntate wa hae ke whoever, and then from there wa founelwa ke batho ba di high profile from bo paramenteng wherever, a kere bona ba bo ba bitsang ka mabitso, and a ke batlo ba bitsa ka mabitso. I don't want to find myself in, it's not allowed. And then jolo ka ha o tsho go buile, I think you mentioned batho ba itu ba di high profile. Ke kopa o ska ba mention.
Yeah, I'll bring more.
Yes, it's okay, but ke ne ke batla gore re
It's okay.
yes, and then ha setse a re hana chelete, okay, obvious ntate wa hae he's well connected le batho out there. Why o sa ipotsa dipotso gore na hana chelete jwang e le hore ntate wa hae is well connected, and then batho ba ntse ba mo founela bona ba ba pagamente bona ba ba di high profile o le teng ka di that's where ke sa understand the story, because
ke kentse hero nyana, ke kentse a very responsible man on his wife to be something like that. Do you understand?
Okay.
But like ke ketsa hero nyana in that. Remember, I was willing even to help her with her education, so we're not married. When you're in love with someone, you will invest in their future. That's how I was. And when I continue, she went to that Sangoma. He's in Joburg. Okay, Kamukapa. When we got there, Kidi Fleting ko Joburg. We preach at and small. I remember those streets. When we got there, it was a small room. Everything is dark there. I sat like in a chair like this. Then the guy came in. He looked at me. Then she called the girl. They took 15 minutes talking. And then they started doing the rituals in front of me. They were doing the rituals. And then the guy said, do you love the girl? I said, yes. I'm going to help her to have money. But her luck is not enough. She's not going to get a lot of money. Can you perhaps boost her with your luck? How? Now we're just going to do the rituals. You give your name that since you're going to share the money. It's going to be a lot of money because we are two of you. Remember, the idea was she's going to make money. Then they gave me the other thing we put on her head and did the pizza, and I hold something like a calabash. They beat on Sotho. Calabash, scoop.
Okay, ba o kentseng ko tlhohong?
Something like these things staring up.
What's that?
And some beads here. I can't describe them.
Okay. No, but you have to so that I no understand that. What do you mean? Ke lesela, ke di fire?
Some things that were designed mostly for traditional. They have shells. They have mashila and some beads.
Okay.
And like the whole scoop, speak, ask the money that you want, but don't forget to mention 3 of your ancestors. I mentioned 3 of my ancestors, and then they did the ritual. They use that until then they do deflates. Then they say go outside. They closed that. There was a case, big case. Then after 5 minutes, they'll come back. When I go to that room, they opened 20 million. Boom. That money, they say, see, case man tested, and that money was wet.
Wet?
Yes, it's amazing. They say, okay, now for you to take the money, you can't take it, it's going to kill you. This is spiritual money. You are not strong spiritually. Once you take it, it's going to kill you. What's the use of taking the money? And it's going to kill you later. You might not even last a week. we have to cleanse you. We have to purify you. And this money also needs to be purified. It's dirty. I said, okay. He said, go home. I will give you the instruction, what you need to do. Take this muti. You're going to bath with the muti for 3 days. Then you're going to come back. When you come back, you're going to come with a chicken. You're going to slaughter a chicken. We don't do sacrifice. I said, okay. Lucky enough, I watch Nigerian movies. You understand? You know, watching Nigerian movies has helped me a lot, because sometimes one thing that came to my mind was, if I'm going to slaughter a chicken, I'll be making a sacrifice. Someone in the family will die. I've seen this in movies. These people are luring me into something that I cannot even afford to handle. I got home. They gave me the muti, a bath. And bathing with the muti, it was then they were capturing my soul. It was then they were capturing my soul star.
Oh, wait. Emma Pele, you said something. Dintho tse di etsa o na le nako e kae o dula le this girl of yours?
On our second week.
So wena second week o setse o etsa dintho tsena for love?
The idea was not to take me there. She led me in direction as if she's the one who wants this. But when I got there, they twist the story. Her leg is not enough. Can you boost her? And I will say, okay, let's see.
O no bereka?
Ke bereka sharp jwang. And then I start to bath with Muti. That's how they have got to have an access of my spirituality. And then Chiki, this girl was speaking to that father. That father is now prophesying. This girl is surprised. How? He said, what prophet are we now? And then, your father is not a prophet. No, I'm surprised. Didn't hang. What is it that you're not telling me? This guy is just laughing. And then remember, I had a loan, I had credit card. And then now, they said I must slaughter after 3 days, they said I must slaughter a chicken. I said, I'm not going to do that. You're the one who said you need this. I'm not going to do this. Once I slaughter a chicken, someone will die in my family. I know these things. So you are doing very satanic. I said, no, it's not like that. Chicken is not sacrificing someone. I said, no, you do it. I withdrew myself. And then these guys started calling me. You're a coward. You should man up. How are you going to have a family if you don't man up? Everybody that you see out there who has money, who has a family, has big houses, they all go through the road. How are you going to be a mkhonyana or they can't sacrifice or compromise for their family? I'm disappointed in you. I said, no, I cannot do anything that has to do with sacrificing. They said, no, it's fine. Let's try another one. He's not going to need much. He's just going to give
sacrificing. I don't get. I just want to get that.
Sacrifice a chicken, but
what do you mean sacrifice a chicken? They said you must slaughter a chicken.
Yes.
And then
they give me that 20 million that they showed me in a case.
You just slaughter a chicken and then they will give you the money.
It didn't make sense. When you slaughter a chicken, if you watch Nigerian movies, literally you're killing someone from your family.
So meaning from inside, if I slaughter...
Not even something inside. The experience of watching movies, that was enough for me to be wise. The spirit, I was dumbed.
Okay.
Just TV.
So what are you saying? Are you saying this girl una bereka le batho ba di high profile?
Yes.
Okay.
So remember, I'm still explaining already. The idea was on radish on Joinisa, they are occult. Once I slaughtered the chicken, they captured my spirit. So I started refusing. Then they said, okay, try another one. It's not going to need a sacrifice. We went to, they sent me to the other one in Joburg. Got there, he gave us magic sticks, said put it in a bag, and the muti to bath and another muti to put under the bed. We did so. Then he didn't give us the money. And interesting enough, I was taking my money and giving them like 5,000. Take 5,000, go. Now I was starting to spend money for this sangomas that they're sending me. And then things didn't work. And then God called us again. I know someone who can help you
You said you are from where?
from Limpopo.
Limpopo where?
I'm not going to mention that. I'll tell you maybe later after. So,
Okay, Limpopo is big. I want to get it. Limpopo where?
towards the district.
Towards there's a from what I
Begersford.
know, Limpopo I can't be right, but there's
It's a
Pipi Raste,
Begersford.
there's Pulukwani, there's
It's a Begersford.
Begersford.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and they sent us to another traditional healer. Also, if he did other rituals, gave us in Gomazi, and he said money will appear in the house. They gave me Mutito bath, and we never got the money. And then took me to the other guy, Baraki. He's a Sangoma.
You said who took you there?
He called us and said, this, let me send you to another one. Literally, if I can give you the picture of what they were doing, each and every one of them were taking me to their sangomas so that some rituals can be done to draw the energy or the spirit that I'm having, that I'm carrying for their own benefit, for their own spiritual powers. I could explain that better after I've explained this whole story. So the experience of Otlabaka Miriana, it has gone out of hand. They took me to all the traditional healers. They showed me money, but instead of giving the money, they can't give because now can't slaughter chickens, can't give a sacrifice. Then I started to have financial problems. Then the girl, she made me sell my property. I sold all my property. I had nice property. I remember I was working in a furniture store whereby for a simple guy who works in a shop to from where I come from to where I was doing very well. Started to have financial problems. I started to sell my property. Take a whole my salary. I'll get like 400. I have to pay rent. It was pointless to continue working. I left my job. And then before I left my job, she was so desperate to get pregnant. Her mother will come home with Miriana. Then she got pregnant. When she got pregnant, we had a child 2016 July. And then before we had a child, I lost my job. I sold all my property, including a bed. I had to find a shack and stay there.
Do you mind to tell me your name, not the English one?
That's the only name that I have.
You said your name is?
Alimition.
Alimition.
Yeah.
Your surname?
Molopo.
Molopo. From?
Begersford.
From Begersford. And then you said from Begersford to Ulewadu like at Tembis?
I stayed Tembisa, I stayed Springs, I stayed Witbank.
Okay. And then this lady, okay. Because stories, yo, God have mercy. Please protect us.
It's getting interesting, trust me.
It's not interesting. It's scary as hosa.
It's eye-opening anyways. Okay, let me continue. I started to suffer. I moved in a shack. Then we stayed together. She never left me. I suffered. Me suffering answered Julina by my side. She won the trust of her. This one comes side. She's still with me. We struggled with the child. 2016 2016 that was maybe nearly rona maybe in the whole South Africa. Doing the sokola thing, but never para the pampas, but when I go up early 2016. In modern days, I don't think when the last 10 years so I did do you? Do you know Larry?
No, but I know when I san alba to parisam banaba
2016 when I can Sokola. This is the very important part. Listen to this one. She came there, she was sent by these people that I mentioned to hijack my destiny. From sleeping with her, that was the beginning of my problems. Secondly, that was the worst of my problems. Now, my soul star has been taken. I'm an empty tin. I'm walking on the street, but I'm empty. The crown chakra has been tampered with. Aksana direction. The guy who's the alleged father, fake father, he took my destiny. He's the main character now. He became a prophet. He became powerful. And then now I'm suffering. Dreams that I have to dream, he's the one who's dreaming them. Everything that has to do with me, He's living my life. He's my copy. Life yake stakile. He's excelling. Sharp, going forth. The girl now, remember I forgot to mention this. When she came to my life, she introduced herself, and that is not her name. I found out later. Her family, I didn't know her family. She only said, but she can't give me the address. I wouldn't know where to find her. She made sure I don't know her name. I don't know where she stays. 2016, we had a child. 2017, April, she left Ariana Otwasa. Another spiritual gift. She left 2017, April. She never came back. She left for 12 months. The moment she left, I began to suffer even worse.
So
she left with the baby. I suffered. Her reason for leaving, she ran away. I didn't realize that. If I should have started looking for her, I wouldn't know where to find her. I had a child with her. No one will say it's a fake name. She disappeared with her child. Faster. With Benke, that's one thing that I noticed about me. But that time I didn't see that I carried something that I couldn't even imagine. I started fasting. 12 months staying alone. She's gone. She's only calling me, checking, are you okay? That's it. Maybe once in a week. She's gone. She's gone. This guy, who's a Sangoma, before the girlfriend left me, there was a moment whereby she would call the gallery, Zamai oreka pizza and olive oil, and put the pizza on olive oil. You guys must eat that. I ask him, why every day we have to do this? I don't know, it's helping us. My spirituality is not fine. They corrupted my spirituality. She's aligning my spirits. And then when I check very well, yes, she was aligning my chakras to be clear so that she can have a full access. So I said, okay, this guy is a Sangoma, but he's using food. The olive oil, the bonus pizza, the pork ribs, jabo spare, the McFeast. How do you guys do that? I don't know. There are Sangomas who are not using muti. How is that? Then the guy confessed, I'm a Sangoma, but not like any other Sangoma. Like which Sangoma? A satanic Sangoma. I said, your father, she's illuminati. Yes, don't judge me. It's my belief. Even you, I don't judge you for your belief.
Who?
The Sangoma guy. The father, the fake father. Now I started to struggle. Fuck, I'm dealing with the father-in-law who's a satanic. He said, now everybody's a satanic. Even some pastors and they have families. They don't mean harm to their families. It's like, oh, Jola Lili Kinza or Papa, Brazola Glikinza, Utlo Ropa Robatlangwena. And I took it so light, but I struggled to fight this thought. My father-in-law, he's a satanic. I started knowing how stepfather is satanic. Then the girl I wrote twice, check ma, get a stepfather. And indeed, Nilo has check stepfather. But to me, the approach is like, oh, twice, but I twice, but me initiate fully to be a member of the occult. Yabona. The girl, she left, and when I'm okay, sharp. The girl left for a year. I believe I still have Masadi Khana. I started fasting. I started fasting. Katabari, financial problems are getting up out of hand. In the moment of fasting, I believe this is God now, stretching his hand on my life. I was hopeless for a miracle from the financial crisis that I had. Do you understand? That's a quick way to recover financially, I'm being honest with you. I started gambling. I didn't have money to gamble. But I started to be genius with numbers. And my friend of mine are, when Alimition, the way good can number, if I can introduce you to my WhatsApp group, but you can make a lot of money. I said, show me. He borrowed me his phone. I share what you have. First day I shared numbers. It was 4 numbers. People wanted 20,000. And then that very day, people started compensating me money. Then I bought a phone. People started calling me, please help us. I'll give them numbers. ba wina di-50. They will pay me. Ke etsa tjhelete jwale, I'm starting to be financially exposed. And my fasting, it has broke something that they've done to me. Remember, they hijacked my destiny. They took my star. And then when I fast, something is broken. Then now the girl, she's forced to come back to my life. Then the girl, she came back. Before she came back, there was during the year, June, she said, I'm about to finish my initiation, but then there's a problem with you. I can't be with you. You have ulimetse, which is true. They were prophesying me using the truth for their own gain. And this thing, if I can stay with you, we have to cleanse you spiritually. Give me your blood. I cut my. Yes.
You did that?
I did that without knowledge. We met in Jamestown.
Then you went there just for your blood?
Just to give her blood. And then Kamufamadi, she went. Never so select until I broken. I get they tried by Nkileka sexy and Lushabaka Murian. Babonar, this thing is not a strong tide. It's not a strong hold on. They now use the blood. I didn't know giving them my blood was giving them my life. A full access and a full control of my life. Then they took my blood. Then she came back. Her coming back.
Do you have a picture for this girl?
Yes, I will show you. Okay. Then taking my blood, Batsu says that this thing, but now the system has to change. Remember, she ran away. They realized, how faster on. You need to stay around her, monitor her. They gave her 5 years to stay in, to move in with me. And then she will be rewarded what she was promised. She was promised 120 million. The time she was in initiation, she was fully initiated. There's a difference between being a servant and being a member of Illuminati. Being a member, they reward you for anything you do. Being a servant, they just use you, you suffer.
How do you know these things?
I've learned from them.
From them?
Yes, I'll show
because
you.
Because you were part of them?
No, remember she confessed that she's satanic, that guy. And then now the girlfriend, she's initiating in the name of what was. When she come back, I said, where are the beads? I said, no, I'm not like a sangoma like that. I'm a sangoma for Illuminati. You join Illuminati again. Aria, what do I do? Please, come on, don't judge me. Nakia Safara. You don't know my family has suffered. And now I had to be stressed. I had to be in between leaving her or not. I believed in having a family for the sake of my son. My son turned me to be the weakness, whereby I saw the signs. I couldn't walk away. And they said they don't mean harm to me. They're just minding their business. Anyways, what will they take from me? Because I don't even have anything like spiritual gift or powers or anything. And then I wanted to be with my son. He became my weakness. They knew if she can give me a child, I would hold on to a relationship. I started to hold on into a relationship. She came back. My gambling life is getting out of hand. In life is improving. Tembisa se ke dula deflating ke afford the flat tja 6,000 a month. Mokai life ya change. It's me now gambling.
Tembisa where?
Phomolong.
And okay.
Then life is interesting. I'm staying in Kempton Park now. I forgive a lavish life. Everything is going well. I'm popular, I'm famous. People know me. I helped a lot of people. 2019 when I moved to Kempton Park. 2020 I was doing the gambling. I remember lockdown. A lot of people reached out to me. They were taking downfall. So it's a lockdown. People lost jobs. They were losing houses and cars. Hey, I helped a lot of people. I think that was part of my journey. Or I really have to relieve a lot of people from this strain, from distress. Then my gambling life was just well. In addition, I know she's satanic. I'm staying with her. Now we're staying in a 2-bedroom. She's using the other bedroom for consulting. She will go in the bedroom, she will just close the door and consult. She will come back, jiggy, she will start saying.
What do you mean consult?
She will go in a bedroom.
Yes.
Ariana or Rabel. She will come back. Okay. It's part of her consulting with her spirits. I wouldn't mind her business.
So when you were fine with her staying with the staying
with her kids, at first it was never easy. It has brought trauma, but I never thought she could mean harm. As she said, she doesn't mean harm. It's like Yana, she's worshiping Allah, I'm worshiping Christ. So why do I have to judge?
So
she was giving example.
Okay, this lady will a tsamaya before for the whole 1 year. A re o thwasa. Ka ntho o etsa tsona dilo tseno tsa bona tseno.
She was fully initiated. Nobla nearly a servant that time, I'm a user. Still, she was
Yes.
practicing those things, but she was not fully initiated.
Yes.
Yes.
And then she came
She
back.
came back.
Ha khutla wa mo amohela.
Ka mo
After a
amogela.
kukile madi a hao.
After nkile madi aka. And I didn't know by then gore madi aka ba sebedise for eng.
Okay?
Yes.
And then wa khutla wa dula le yena.
Ka dula le yena.
Ha o dula le yena, o no sa roba le yena.
I was sleeping with her.
I had to mention something like una ya ko the other room una rapela o rona etsang. You were saying una consult akere.
She had a calabash ko kamare scoop.
Oh, as ana chilo are o twasa. Oh,
Like,
I get you
now.
now.
Linkentse re ke nke dilo so lightly. Go twasa is common go tlwaelegile
No,
re phela le dingaka ko
no,
ga
no, no, I
borona.
get you.
And
Maybe le
then
batho be bang ga ba no utlwisa. Now I get you.
Yes.
Wena o no nagana o khutlile go twaseng kante.
go twasa ga teng ke bo illuminati.
No, I get you.
Illuminati has the career. E na le
No, I
celebrity,
get
e na le dingaka tsa teng, e na le pastor le di bishops tsa teng, e na le careers tsa teng. I'll brief you when time goes by.
I don't even want to know deeper. I think I'm fine with where I am. God, please cover me.
Okay, sharp. So Mugela say life are nice sharp 2019. We're staying in a flat. They made me move out from Pumulong. People were wondering. They didn't understand gore ke motho jwang. To people, they can tell or when you are remote, but when I can't see yourself, then there were talks. Then they had to take me out from the community. Everybody minds their own business. That's how they they managed this thing. So ke dutse le ngwanyana ko deflating. Life went well. Hopola, I'm gambling now. It's already 100,000, the 200,000, the 500,000. Get winner result tseo. Life yaka ko patala rent ko maintain Mugele while I'm doing the gamblings. She's also sucking money. How is she doing that? Remember, that guy is a prophet. He won my trust with his prophecy. He will prophesy me something that is true, and he will help me but sometimes use the prophecy for his own advantage. I'm prophesying to in the name of helping me one screw. Nka prophesy no karwena maabana nona le Bongani, and Bongani did this to you. Until it's accurate, and Bongani will kill you. You have 3 days to die. Otherwise, I have to help you. You have to give us 100,000. There's a muti. There's only one muti that is going to help you. Mali. Check flight or how much is going to go to Mali, and I need 3 days at least for the hotel. I'll give them 100,000 to go and get the muti. There's no muti that they were going to get there. They were just taking money from me. My gambling life, it was interesting, but I was working for them. I found out later. Like I'll have 500,000 maybe Hyundai Elantra and Mercedes. I wanna do business property and lead Uber and all that. They will just dismiss my ideas. They will just dismiss them and take the money. I would like start to say, Shmukel, can I marry you? Take me to your parents. She would say, no, my parents cannot meet you. You need to send a letter first. No, you have to introduce me so that I can know where to send my parents. Or a letter first. What if kunyala kudi friends? I don't understand. You are busy. If I have to marry you, what's going on? I started to approach her Kalinyaloka 2018. She's been like, when I'm out dojo mona. And then I'll brush it off and I'll spend the money and I'll have to wait until I have another money. I kept trying to marry her. I even had to propose her, but I'll tell you the story of proposing her. Then Wanyana, they said, they prophesied me about my uncle who has to be promoted to be a bishop in an apostle church. And then that uncle, for him to be a bishop, it requires some sacrifices, some special powers that he needs to search in the family who has those spiritual powers. Then he has to sacrifice that person and actually I'll be promoted. Then the guy saw me in the family, wanted to sacrifice me. That is the honest truth. Remember, once he sacrifices me, that guy who's stealing amandla from me, he's going to lose his powers because I'll be dead. Do you understand? Do I make sense to you?
Mm-mm.
Okay, if that guy, remember, he was living my life, he was using my spiritual gift. And if someone comes and kills me, that guy would lose his powers. And then the person who sacrificed me will eventually gain powers and promotion. that guy has to fight my uncle. And then that guy said, Ish, the way you have enemies, my friend, you need to get a ring, and we will possess some powers so that you can be untouchable. A ring, yeah, go buy a ring. I'll do some rituals with it and it'll be sharp. I said, okay, I went to Festival Mall, came, I bought a ring for Strategy. And my girlfriend said, Lynn, I want a ring for protection. But okay, sure thing, buy it. It was a plan. She bought a ring, I bought a ring. Then they said, okay, it's fine. Since we know what a ring of protection is fine, we'll do them. They said, kneel down, they put some candles, then they need blood from the cloth. And then I must speak what I want and what I don't want. I must possess protection. I must speak the way I need protection. Strangely, the time she was cutting me, Madi, I lost something in my body. Something said, Kawakamatol. You know, when I go kataga until something drags you down by force. I started losing strength. I was heavily breathing. And then she took 2 rings for protection. Remember? She put them in that cloth that has blood. She went to Val River. She's taking the rings for protection to their spirit. Remember, I know that they are satanic now. Remember? I was so comfortable. Do you notice? So she came back with the rings. She said, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, the rings, they're back. So you should now know that you will be untouchable. She said, but since I'm going to wear it, I said, my family will ask me, why can't you even propose me about kayona ring yaka since you wanted to marry me? Maybe I can say yes to your marriage. But yeah, why not? Did you hear that? Ne?
Yes, ngwana nana le lemo tse kae?
She was 21. Ngwana rona? Ngwana o nyane.
Wa lona.
I met her. Ngwana rona by then, nana le 2 years.
Okay. Everything is so quick.
Ari can marry, you can propose me. Why not? Yeah, I have the rings. I had 2 rings. And then I was waiting for the right moment to propose to her. I waited for Ralebalinyana. And I'm being played. When I got there in a restaurant, Greenstone Gospel, I proposed to her. I said, will you marry me? Remember I told you, when they took the rings to the water, everybody pauses some be safe, or give untouchable. There was my blood there. That accompanied the rings. Remember? Later I found out, I was spiritually marrying that girl without the knowledge. The blood that I gave them there, it was a blood covenant that I'm marrying her spiritually. Who am I marrying? The spirit that lives in her. Who is this person? She's a marine spirit. She's a mermaid. Literally, if I were to cut in short, this girl that I was staying with, she's not a human. She's a mermaid.
I knew it because wow, story sa hao. Story sa hao. Why is it king o ka re ke sa ditori sa ko moving?
My friends used to say, "Vankara ke Nigerian movies."
Are you sure you are real?
I'm telling you.
You said you are sending me king.
Let's not go there. Let me continue.
Oh my God,
So-
but I want to.
I have the pictures. Interesting, strange in the real. Like a proposal. Then they said, congratulate. That guy called immediately because he sees everything that we do, every move, everything we say. We're used to that. I'm used to that kind of people who will see everything that you do. He said, congratulations. Now you can put your ring. I took my ring and I had to put it here. They said, no, put it in your marriage ring. I said, come on, why? Why is that? Why do I have to put it there? They said, no, it's going to be much easy. It's the protection, it comes from this ring. There's a vein that is actually connecting to your heart there, and then you will be spiritually protected. But this ring is for people who are getting married. They said, no, put it. Then I had to put it. Then we took pictures. There's pictures whereby it's evident that I had to put a ring there. People started asking me, even my very own sister, I started to question this thing. Come on, this doesn't make sense. And then they said, no, we can see that you are doubting and people are talking. You can take it off and put it in another ring. I said, no, I don't think I have to put this ring. I'm fine. I started to put it on the drawer. I don't know. She took it or she did what? I just don't know. So in this case, I'm actually married spiritually. That is a stronghold. Okay, me getting married, after we broke up, before we even broke up, I started having dreams whereby I dream sleeping with this person. She will come and have sex with me and I will even get wet. And since I'm having this problem, help me. They said, no, Sometimes leo batla mdavas. That's what they say.
Mndau.
Mndau. Ba re
Mndau. Ba re
mndau.
ke mndau. Okay.
Ba re mandau spirits ona los la ga lo have us la empower eng. I couldn't understand it. Literally what is on TikTok when I confront them about it, by confirm then I normalize it. But I was too comfortable with this. But strangely enough, once I dream having sex with this thing, my come on. I go financially crippled. People start to hate me. Friends starting, but with distance. I was like, okay, what's going on? This thing, it kept happening. Fast forward. I ran deflating, she's draining money from me. There was this year, 2021, it was the year of my breakthrough. I'm going to touch something very sensitive. I dreamed Nali baby mama.
Which one is baby mama? Are you talking about the
My
person who
girlfriend.
phelang le yena or?
Yes, my
Yes.
girlfriend. I dreamed Nali and Retal Homichi shooting and Ewan Holaka Traka and Ritlisa with the Rujan. Ritlo feeder a snake. I woke up in the morning and I said, I dreamed this dream. What does it mean? Do we have a snake in the house? That's me asking. I don't know, what do you mean? Let me consult about it. When she comes out, no, yeah, you have to buy those 2 cows, but you can buy one so that we can stop this thing. Because if you don't feed the snake, someone will die in your family. Since you saw 1 big cow and 2 cows, it means not but buy 2. Even including you, you need to buy a cow. God, why should I buy a cow? But this thing happens to every family. God, I don't understand. I'm not gonna do that. I have money, but I'm not gonna do that. I didn't sign anything extra. What does it mean, me giving a snake in the house? Do I have a snake in the house? Just be specific. Remember, you're a satanic. She says, no, sometimes consulting with TikTok people.
And then when I
ask
tell
wrong
me,
people.
No, something is just not airing up. When I uduzili this lady and satanic,
Exactly.
you were fine with that.
I started to be fine with that, but not entirely. What made me to become weak?
Okay.
Having a child with her, I had to say no. I can't leave my son. He needs both
But
parents.
also you mentioned only to find out that this lady, she was not a human. That's what you said. Am I wrong?
That I mentioned it during the explanation,
Yes.
but that I discovered later. I'll tell you how did I discover
Okay.
that. Yeah, sometimes I have to give you
Yes,
hints so that you
yes.
can relate with the story. I said, I think, thank you for asking that question. You made clarity because I read in
Yes.
topic. So they said I must buy a cow. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. Guys, me sleeping with you, spirits. What's the kingdom that you're working for? The marine kingdom. So literally bereka di memedi. So lundra sitse lona. I don't know, I on tewing okay sharp. Someone died in my family within 3 weeks. Fuck, when someone died, and I said, oh my God, I'm not sure what is them. They sacrificed someone from my family. I went to the funeral. They prophesied me. They say, your family is gonna tabulate that person who died. You need to help that person. How? You need to take diaparo tša ZCC since na kena kresu ba mapesi e le mofu a le jalo. Ba itse lo etsa re motho a kena kresi ka ba mmoloka ka diaparo tsa teng. Ba itse bantu. They advise me to go. And motho a teng. Let me not even go into details. Family don't need to say this.
No, but you have to, like, I give you need help and you
It's okay. It's okay.
try hore, you know, guys, re tlo ba le part 1 and part 2 because I really want to listen. I think le lona le investile too much on this story and I know it's going to take time, but re tla ba le part 1 and part 2. Yes, Papa.
So they said I must take diaparo tsa my uncle. Ke advise family hore ba mapesi diaparo tsa ZCC.
So motho ana hlokaetse ne le your uncle.
Yes.
O na kena kereke ya ZCC. O wena o nahana hore no sacrifice ka yena.
Not nna.
Oh, not you.
Toro.
Toro.
It links with his death.
Yes.
And then remember, Toro, we were feeding a snake.
Yes.
I was buying 2 cows and the big one, 3 cows for a snake. Then they come say, someone will die unless I buy those cows. And literally I refused, someone died. And I kept asking, guys, Lindrori sitze na? They said, no, in the family. Okay, Shabari, my family, they are smart. They are also, man. Let me be honest.
family ya hao ke baloi
Yes.
ba
So,
Limpopo.
literally, they were smart. When I come with those things, they can tell gore mo ke a shumishiwa, man, ke shumishiwa bošaedi.
Why are you saying your family ke baloi? Why o sa re be ba bona?
No, I know that.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
guys.
then, ko gae, they just accepted le paralela la zela kreki ba mogala ya partela mara ba sa mapesi.
Wona diphatlo tse o ne o di kukile kae?
Akirna, I'm staying in Gauteng. My uncle was staying in Gauteng. I took his clothes, some of the clothes, till the shades. I went with them.
Oh, so wena batho bana ba o advise-itse hore a tsamaye a di apere.
Yes.
And then ha o fihla ko heno,
If you look at ka ba fa diaparo ka re ke tsena ke re batho ba na re kene dilong tsa di-funeral re na le mo re fella batho ba go le ko bana tlame bankedi.
Yes.
And na re tseba ile normal batho ba ngata ba bolokile ka diaparo tsa
Yes.
ZCC. And then later I found out or why did they say ke mo fe diaparo tsa ZCC. Okay, there's something that I missed. Remember the time they were giving me a ring? They said, Ish, we're now on a mission, you need to baptize so that no one can mess with you, no one can even take your soul. You must go and baptize because CC. Guys, you guys are satanic, you are illuminati. Now you're advising me to go baptize in that church. What do you mean? Is that church your church? But yeah, it's our church. So you'll be protected, you'll be untouchable. God, this is strange. God, I'm not going to baptize in that church. But why? God, I hate that church. The time I grew up, they were coming out from that church and confessed it's about it. I refused. And then fast forward, tabai uncle like if it 2021, the very year we buried my uncle. I dreamed someone that is two friends, one of them he passed on. I understood the dream. These guys, they came to me and say, hey, wake up. This person that you're with, he's not who you think he is. Motuna Lengyana is not who you think he is. Motuna Naramit, hey, wake up. Kwenama, or what you mean? Karus. Askotlam pitching my pizza, my demon. Karwana, Kwenama, are Karampe idea. She gave me my ID.
Okay.
That's my girlfriend. Kirwena. Who's I call yourself? No, that's Anna, my other name from my father. Does your family know about you with this name? Family is I said, yeah, they know. I said, okay. Call them. Tomorrow in the morning when I call them, they don't know the name. Aria is only the name that my father calls me. Is he even your father? Are you guys sharing father or not? Let me ask your brothers. Guys, do you share father? But I say, who's your father? They give me a different name. And then who's this person? Oh, Lord. Papa gago mo prophet planga prophet le tsengata every day of phone lo dirisha dilo who's this king well king ke papama ka re spell ke tsamaya ke re no something doesn't add up. Take me to your home. I want to see your family. There is a lady who once came here at the time ngwana ka tobelega like antu wa gago. Later I found out that that's your mother. She lied to me arena ke na antu wa gago. Why did you even hide? She couldn't answer me. God, take me to your home. She started to panic. She started to arrange friends, but I saw they are playing my mind. I said, shit, you know what? I took 35,000. I paid 6 months rent. I gave her like 30,000 for grocery, 5,000 every month. God, I'm leaving. I went home, Limpopo. Then I was sitting with my cousin every day, analyzer everything that I went through, gather the dots, going through a trauma. Healer. Can you get answers? Can you understand what's going on? I found some answers. While I'm preparing myself there, I came back. There's this other girl. She was a teacher of my child. Wanaka is a grade R. She said to me, Alimition, can I talk to you? Your child is not fine. I said, sure thing. When can you see me? Sunday, I'm free. God, okay, I'll take you out for lunch. Go Eastgate. Let's go.
A unka teacher ya ngwana hao for lunch.
Yes, we were. She was going to tell me what she sees. Yes, she was going to tell me what she sees in my son. She was seeing strange things. We sat there. We didn't achieve anything when we got there. Do you know what did we achieve? I fell in love with her. Ask me why. Why is that? From 2015 in a relationship to 2021.
So when you fell in love with everyone who kopana for the first time?
Not everyone. Let me tell you, that was God's hand, but I think I was vulnerable.
Okay, no,
how
I
vulnerable?
Get to.
I'm going to explain.
I can judge, but I get this one also can say mathateng o ile wa fall in love le yena first time, now
Exactly.
again within even the teacher la kopana la ratana. It's okay, I go judge.
But let me explain how did it come. That was God's hand, trust me. God uses bana ba gagwe, ne? Even if tlamehile ba chila fall there and there, but how I use. So when I got there, from 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 6 years now, 7 years actually in a relationship. I'm going to be honest with you. Mogel, she's a satanic. Remember, every Friday, she has to go spare McDonald's, the restaurants, the direction, the halal food to eat. When they eat, they feed their marine spirit. That marine spirit start to have powers. So I'm used to go there with her. Some of the restaurants, they know me. They used to, as we go there Friday or Saturday, we go by, she has to eat those food. Ribs, burger, those halal food, if I will generalize. They used to that. Many people, they used to that life. I'm sure they will hate me when I say this. We used to that, but it felt like it's a heavy lunching. It could either be a date or a business meeting, right? Now she was my woman with a child, but every day it felt like a business meeting because there was never romantic. We will never flirt. We were just never an item, the feeling. Do you understand? So the time I went with that girl, for 6 years I was loyal because I cheated. I never went out with anyone. I didn't have friends. First day, for the first time in a restaurant, my life started to overshadow when I dated the girl, 2018, 17. Ever then, I never afforded to take a girl out for lunch for anything. Do you understand? So ever since my life, I never took out the woman out for a date besides her for 6 years. Then when I go out with that girl, to that girl, it was, wow. You know, some girl that appreciate little thing. She started flirting with me for the first time. I feel like in a date, the real date. She would like sit with me, like everything that she was doing, I wouldn't describe it.
Teacher ngwana
Teacher
hao.
ngwana haka. I felt for that girl. Baby mama guy, she went to Franaching to do her things. They called her, say, go home. You see your man, he's with the girl, and they left the handbag. No, intentionally, she's planning to sleep in that guy's house. You need to stop that before it gets out of hand. This guy, he will fall for this girl, and that's you losing your man, and that's gonna disturb a lot of things. I got a call from Bimam. I'm on my way. I'm coming home. I started panicking. We ran home. We took handbag on Wanyana Kamukapa. Then Bimama came. 5 days later, she confronted me about it. She said, I know what you did. Mara didn't sleep with her. Already I'm confused. Mara didn't sleep with her. I know, but be careful of that girl. She's demon. She's going to use you. I said, okay, I didn't want to trust her. I went back to Limpopo. I continued staying in Limpopo. I was speaking to a girl. The girl, she's a very prayerful girl. She's a very prayerful girl. For meeting her, light, but they wanted to make her motor bad. Then they saw her now. She lost me. She lost me while I was still staying with her. Next, understand relationship. I wanted answers she couldn't give me. And then I'm gonna date you. I'm gonna leave my girlfriend with the property and I'll start over my life. But I just need to do this in a clean way. I plan when I come back, I'm no longer coming for my baby mom. I'm coming for to start my life over with. I'm not blaming myself for falling for her. You know why? It's interesting because ever since I was dating the girl, life it tumile yabashapo.
I could judge you also.
Life it tumile yabashapo. In a place small, there's showers, there's bathrooms and all that, but you don't take advantage of those things. Every time when you have to go intimate, it has to be normal, natural. You don't spice up things. I don't even know a picnic in that 7 years. It was never a relationship. I'm telling you.
I get you.
There was no touch, there was no spark. It was never enough. So when I came back, she said, there is something that I want to tell you. Karking. I spoke to Mrena Wamola. He said, I must tell you this message. Karking. You have the Hosanna spirit. What's that? It's a prophetic gift. Someone who has an angel that is very close to God. Someone who predicts the future.
Baby mama. Oh.
Yes. Now that you need to start embarking your journey. Okay, how is that? We will advise you. Okay, sure thing. Please advise me. They started to say e ya gae o phahle 7 days o batametse sedimo sa bomme le ntate. And then part 2, you're gonna go thabeng ka lekerese fela, you're gonna leave everything that has to do le bongaka, cause apparently re ya gae re bona sedimo sa bongaka ko go wena, sa bongaka chupe le nginging ke gona ba mpotse dilo tseo. But then don't forget that it's badimo, they're edifying to the gift. Could be clarified, but your actual gift is you have the Hosanna spirit. So you need to just but address lengelo la gago le phagamise, then you can also invite those because mangelo ya gago a tlo fa bogoshi. Sharp. Okay, help me. Gopola ke mo trust again. I said, this one she's playing my mind. Spell sitswile from the day ke loraba, but bafana ba njwetsa this person is not who I think she is. I started to hack her phone. Ke hackile phone ya gagwe. With the intention of, I want to really understand who is she talking with, ke mang family ya gagwe, where is she staying, the address and everything. Because now suddenly like sort of phone and I'll password. And then I hack her phone with the intention of, I want to understand. The day I had to go Limpopo, kilo, Patla kilo dirang. There were instructions that they gave me. They said to me, make sure everything you trim, you tell us so that we can guide you. Normally, lingelo la gago. Ke nngwe le le tlo go jwetsa gore e tla kae kae kana go so. Ke be mama.
Ke baby mama. Are o mo jwetse everything yo e lorang.
Ke lorang, yes.
Okay, lo e bona. Okay, I get it.
Go tlo etsagala gore nngwe le tlo ba specific gore e tla kae kae nokeng e so metsing a so o swere nku or pudi e tsena le diapare tsena ke lengwe le la le tlo ba lo baro le tlo ba lo bula. Mangole a tshwanang le a ka mabele a bereka kana go tlo etsa ntho le ona se ka boifa. Local rules to gengwa bana no gore don't be scared, it's not as a gopole Ronaldo Zoo South Africa, there's no way a lion can walk free, but you might come across with those things. Okay. And then I said, let me start go high sedimo sa papa because family ya ko Limpopo sedimo sa papa ka let me go to my father's house first. When I go to my father's house ke rapela ga ke lori. What's wa next lori? Khale ba thebotse sedimo. I came back arena ke lori ga tshwana are okay, it's fine, there's something ritual tlamariets ba unlock ba bulela sedimo se lena ba se thebotsa so that ba mphe sephiri because nna ntho ngone ba sa ifihlelela tsa wane ba sa fihlelle sephiri sedimo se go ga ke sedimo sa magoshi ne. Ge ba o fa bogoshi ba require gore o ye lebollong o ye komeng ke lebolla kere mogela ga a bolla this guy ga a bolla mabolla a borona tlamele ba o tika gati ya koma so that ba tlo go bulela diphiri. These guys, they had everything in control, but ba ka ba thibela badimo kaofela. Now I'm going deep so don't understand. Ba thibela sedimo kaofela. They needed ona le matla a mang ba tseba bona like lenaka la koma. They needed that. That's the ultimate. Ba mo ba fihleletse matla a sedimo sa gesho from the roots. But they have to come through dreams. This guy was dreaming everything yaka, but na sedimo se sengwa they can smell or ona sengwa na rona. Then ba gane ka diphiri. Some of the things mo ka ina di lor go gopola iklare lor le di shell di le zambezi wa sa kitima ru thabela tlo ba ri cha thoma di che shell go mentsi ga di activity ya gana are ke tsaka ka re ke di shell tsa ka jwang di lor le kwena. How come ngaka in lorele ba rai bang underestimate bang undermine ka pressure of this issue, but was always ringing the bell. Gore I motho lor le di shell tsa ka tshore motho lor le di toro tsa ka di go yena. Baby mama le ana she will come every day are wena ba dimba ga go ba re enging ba re wa pet ba re reng ka re wena ba dimba ka buang le ena ke sa o nyala go etsa galang gane motho ke monyetsi I don't know motho o shona access sa sedimo saka o tlo user sedimo ena ba describe ena ke a go re bua ka sedimo saka are ba reng enging ba re o mamela ba reng hey badimo it's a king it's a king. This is getting up before ke tsoka relationship. There's something that I missed. I lost my mom when I was 7 years. And I grew up bar mama ka ba mothebotse. Ke kwa ba prophet. I couldn't have money to help her or arrest. And then when I met baby mama, they also prophesied me the same prophet. Mama a robala ba mothebotse ke family ya go gena. Okay. Let us help you. Ka short thing. I had money by then. They helped me. Ba ntse dirishwal ba tsamaya mo nna teng. Or tsamaya mabitleng gage then just rata mo mabaleng a bolona then come back. It's like they were taking my mom's spirit monisel thing. Ka body yaka. Then I came to them. When I got to them, they sent me spare. Sako Santen. They said I must go sit there. They will use the spirits. It's a very big number. The Hana spirits as palang. And then nkile spirit sa mamaka ba re ba o se robatse a ke re nna ke mamela instruction I don't know what's happening. Then ba thebotse mamaka. How did I know ba thebotse mamaka? It's like they stole a stolen phone. Mamaka na thebotsiwa ka nnete ba mo nkile from batho ba mo nkileng ba mo thebotseng. Do you understand what I mean? How did I know ba mo thebotse? After ba re mamaka they have put her into a baby mama said I have to go tlhapisa mama ko metsing. Badima ba mamogele o na le dintsong but dilo tse black tse di dotse ba re tshila fitne ba msebisa too much I have to clean your mother. Are you your mother?
Ke baby mama ya hao eo.
Are you your mother swana le first born ya gago? Wa nnete. First born ka ngwana swana mamaka. And then this guy is powerful ne. Are ya no re betsa re mo ba di sitse sharp. The following day ba hlakahlakana ba mama o ba leile. Ko ba leile kae? Sedimong. Man, this doesn't make sense. Ba mthola back. How? The following day ana ba re roke this ka banga gore a le bona roke 70 montlong ke re why ba re mama winki mama ka nkile roke a re mama ka se le tloze gan ba re ke le lo tla ntlo tloza roke short mama ka le mense short boy. How do I know gore mense short boy? The time ke tsamaya dingaka ba etsa di millions tseo. There was a moment mo lore ke le ka rena ke batla tšhelete ka nthe ba etsang bang scam ka etsa manganga then ba re tla the following day ke tla the following day instead of ban refund then go tle short boy engwe mkhofu wa tseba ke short boy ya bitse
Mokhofu ke eng?
Setotwane.
Setotwane. Ha ke se tsebe papa setotwane.
Motho ba mthebotseng
O bitswa ba mo bitsa motho a thebotsweng ha bitswe I don't know ke eng ke sethotsela. Yes.
I saw sethotsela ka mahlo a ka tsena ka kena malorumong.
Don't you think gore batho ba ke bona ba usang your spirit sa mme wa bona ba ntse ba o control?
Ayewe ke finalize it ke tlo jetsa how it ended. Kumukani I saw a short boy si bua le nna e re wa etsa manganga ke ra do se misane re tla etsa manganga I will give you the money but you need to sacrifice for me karena I'm not going to do a sacrifice. It's fine if that's the case I'm not going to get the money. I know a zombie and I know it through bona but I was surprised why I was not scared. Why I was not screaming. I was bold enough to face that zombie. Ibolena so. I know it.
E reng zombie ya teng?
It's arrogant, it's aggressive, it's fit, it's strong and inali mthela botsusetsa bola man. Ke re ke spirit sengwe sa itshepa se short and se seholo. Ko re nka re se rule man. Se bua ka voice ya lore yana yona sona ke sona. You understand? And
I get you.
nkabe ke lebile stubbornness long attack that day but ke bile humbled car no nearly misunderstanding said okay I'll help you with money but now if I have to help you there are things that you need to do for me, buy me food. This guy knows the future, like okay that was an experience of that was also traumatic, me seeing a zombie in real life, someone who doesn't know gore stotsela mkhofu wa phela na I saw with my eyes daylight motshegare. Jumping to the end of the story, I'm suspicious ke hekile phone a ke lore gas e ke sa lore mo gane sedimo sa dlala chess. She unlocked sedimo sa ka se gotlisetsa back on. Did you hear that? Gore khona re lora ding bankutela diphiri because you attempted to go misele bollong ka ra ka o nyana ka se silbo nanya ka gore badimo ba ka bang a re bua le bone ba motse tsare ha re bolele shoboro. I had to figure out that myself gore ne ba mo decline ga batla dilo tse ding. They had to now get bampusetse sedimo sa ka se khona gore se bule nthongolongwa and then ba tlo khona ba thole the secret and continue with the ritual. And then interesting enough go gore nako ke ntse ke dula le yena she would take my underwears a di chase I did the rituals go on. And right now I don't think kisa produce, I don't think so because I have very bad symptoms Lore. I wouldn't say kisa produce.
What do you mean with produce? How size bana?
I think so. Those were intentions. I'm spiritual gifted. I'm the chosen one. I'm the king. So likely chances are ngwanaka matla a leng go gonna ka fetela ko ena a mangata. E ngata chances eo and then ngwana wa ka kwa gage ga tshwere ngwanela o tshwere madi a ka tshwere bogoši ba ko gae. So ga ka cripula pelego ya ka if tomorrow I become a king then legacy ya ka e kwa motho one because I might not be nka ba ke sa tlhole ke sa producer. How do I say it? I started to suffer dyspepsia, very hot. I went to the doctors. How about next?
Akere, you said, I think you, uchilo wa wena o no nyalane le.
Na re chisa randa wetsaka, and then there come a time olore. I said that glory I could just then in the night, the day necessary get my on a Sunday. I took a taxi going to Limpopo. Kilimo taxi can go WhatsApp ya gage. Ke heki like I see her arranging a man in my house. That's not what I expected. Then kashapa you ten gajika got taxi din she I'll go in the morning tomorrow morning because I knew what this guy was gonna come during the day. Then that night I couldn't hold myself. Kibile bed ka itshwara. I started by saying, can I have sex? I don't know, it was in we can have sex. We did 3 months, I have sex, then now it was in your master affiliate. I continue with the job. You want to get sex whenever you want, I couldn't hold myself. I had to fake it or get high, but so I can catch daylight. Something said, oh, come catch a daylight. You're gonna lose your life. You will cripple your career. I took a hammer, I took a knife.
Ono sanza no sebetsa.
Next bit.
Okay.
Since my son was born, I was not working.
Okay.
Then I took a knife.
Even now, on so gembola.
Yes.
Okay.
I took a hammer and I put them on the table. I said, "Who are you?" I heard information go WhatsApp. He's inviting a man in my house so that they can enjoy themselves. He's been cheating. I didn't know that. And then I said, "Who are you?"
But you were cheating with no memoir.
That memoir. They prophesied they saw what I'm doing. They literally had to stop me.
Oh, okay.
And then it has been something that has been happening all along. And then I said, okay, Shapo, who are you? She doesn't tell me. She started confessing something that I was not asking. Who are you? Who are you? Where are you coming from? Who are you? Double life. Good question, just to be with it was the spirit helping me to, or I confess until Lord I confess. While she confessed, she started confessing something that next some chapelion. I don't know, like it's tell me what about it? I have a spiritual gift, like I told you. So they told me wealth and prophecy. They promised me 120 million lady shares. Go Nigeria. They said I must stay with you 5 years to complete my mission, then they'll give me my money. And I came to you, I slept with you. Not me can see now I rich, I can next, but they are rich careers I see. So that is the purpose why I came to you. Okay. She's telling me something that I never asked. And then what about this guy? No, this guy get cheated and I'm sorry. Let me rather go. Then we had to fight the whole night. She wanted to open a case for me. But they said, no, don't. Because if it has to drag this into court, I was going to speak all those things she was confessing with. I had to put her on a record. And she didn't go to the police. She packed her things, she left.
Also, in so babu bulelang ka bona ba be leng hore mabitso a bona re tla tlameha hore re ske ra bitsane re tla tlameha hore somehow it's not right hore re bitse mabitso a batho boso and so ba di high profile ba reng o ba romile as we chilo hore this person o dulang le yena she
was not a mortal spirit, she was immortal.
And then don't you think wena no dula le dikoloshi?
I was staying with a mermaid, not the college.
Mermaid, oh okay, sorry. So mermaid mo se ba re tla ka ntho tsentle wa ne tla ka ntho tsempe. Ine le mermaid ya nya bu evil or mermaid. I don't know these things. I want to understand because from se ke se tsebang nna ke utla ho mermaid e tla ka dilo tse di right. So wena o entse ngwana le mermaid. Or there's some no ke batla ho utlwella.
Let me explain better.
Yes.
Later, when I do my maths, when I pray for discernment, when I pray for Modimo ampulele sebaka ka khona bona what is it that I was dealing with? He showed me 2012. Apparently Mugal, Papa gage na jola, Mama gage na cheatela husband. And then this guy mo cheatelang lena, he's the ritualist. Ke discover ke okti. Mugele, he lost his brains. Ahafa. Ba misharing again the cracking as a fault. The guys are not. Then the guy took the girl to Tembisa. Amalafa. He literally did the ritual of killing the girl. Mugele kumatapel libitula. He killed the girl. Then a Kenya spirit sa marine. Spirit so bas vita migan libitula sona. So ngwana batho o lositse body ba mo stripile off body ya gagwe. Then ba kentse memedi. Ngwana la khutlela ga ba itsetsa re ke mathapele motho le leng ka gare ga body. Ha isala mathapele she's long gone.
Oh, is the other I get you.
Do you understand? Mathapele she's long gone. Because the one thing that God showed me also, if you can check, Moji's life before the matric, she doesn't know anything. She did her matric 2012. Moji's life before matric, she doesn't know anything. Mugel, she can't even tlapisa ngwana, because she's not a human, she's an animal.
So when I know animal.
I discovered that Sir Horan.
So how le kompetong?
So now, that was God revealing her. No, you were dealing with the marine spirit. She was never human. I remember likilela ya casino, la jiwa, and then la hotel sna chale, na nana goes is a lead. Boldy, pula na boldy, kupuler 600, and then the girl didn't have money. Then it was very late, and then the girl called the guy Omo Profita, and then after 3 minutes, then the girl had to put money in his pocket, and actually 600. That's how they were exchanging things spiritually. Get me right. This guy was someone, if he wants to give this girl something, he will spiritually give him something.
So so I'm sorry who kenella. So you are saying when okay kitla bua ka Sotho when you are saying mamedi na kitla re o nodula le ka mantswe wena o nodula le I will send motho a sa philing.
The perfect
or
word.
maybe ba kentse spirit sa somebody ka hara ha body ya somebody.
That's exactly what I explained.
So o entse ngwana le motho o sa mo tsebeng hore ke mang. So ngwana ntsa le teng.
That's the thing.
Ngwana o right.
Now I'm going to touch topic here.
Okay.
It happened to that 2020 during lockdown. My son was doing 4 years. Nali happy birthday and I know a child, Alimition. I can tell ngwana who gifted. I can tell ngwana who obhlale. That boy was born wisdom. When I see him, I see Solomon. I saw Solomon. I'm David. He's Solomon. That's what I saw in him. Ka birthday he ate too much cake. Do you know what are they doing?
Hyper.
Exactly. My son became hyperactive. That was the first day and I discerned a spirit in my son. He was hyperactive. I know a child when he's hyper, but this time there was a spirit manifesting in him, which led to the spirit sister away. One night snacks, he was even irritating me and I said, girlfriend, why you wanna act so? One when mama looking to spirit I understand, but look at this. Around, he was acting like an animal. He would jump or thing like I said, wait. That's my son's name. Wana ka mahlo a red anal the veins, the black. I said, this is not sugar, this is spirit manifestation. Look into ngwanaka. Arayonti at Zamaya, I consult, I justify, but I'm the terms to English. It's not over. Good thoughts. Kizipamlom. That is 2020. Kazipamlom. Then come another part, 2021, the time Barbang Zamashari journey. There was a day they come to me about Alimition. There is something that we need to teach you. What is that?
You know, I'm so kenellane. Bisolena la Alimition or kilona li one.
Yes, that's my.
But how about pass a name?
Molopo kufile.
Molopo.
Yes.
Say name how ke Molopo.
Yes.
From where?
From Limpopo.
No. From Limpopo. Where from?
I grew up Limpopo, Mpumalanga, Gauteng.
No. Ko Limpopo.
Begersford.
It's Molopo from Begersford. Okay.
So now I'm alert or possessed by some spirits. Good thoughts. As I took time to study these people, I took my time. It happened this 2021 August. They said, Alimition, there's something that we need to do. But did you know if you can come down le gago le aka ra kenya ka ra calabash? do you know you can have money since you can play so low win already millions. Kare, okay, but that is horwala. I can't do that. But no, I saw horwala because it doesn't require any sacrifice. Many people by dirile even did that. Kare,
mara ke wa tsa re tlo ntsha mabitso a batho.
na ska banza.
No, I have
Sharp.
to.
Kare o dirile aria o can tsile madi a gagwe le ngwana first born a le ngwana go lena. She's born with the Hosanna spirit.
She's born with what?
She has the Hosanna spirit.
Hosanna.
Yes. It's a gift coming from God. She's a prophet, that girl, but for another day, I'll tell you maybe privately, or she's also not addressing spiritual gift right in a way. Only if she knew how powerful she is, she wouldn't be in the position that no chalete again, but this is not enough. That's another subject. Kare so le batla nna ke tsentse ka re I'm not gonna do that. Go hijack destiny ya ngwana. Be mama re now do it. Salang ngwana ka now do it. Ka batlo safara. I said no. That day, and then I wanted to know family needs okukai. But I had to reach out to girlfriend Abutuahahe. And for me to get what I wanted, I had to seduce girlfriend Abutuahahe. And then I dated girlfriend Abutuahahe. I had to bring her closer to me. Because I was searching the whole truth about who is she. Apparently, Mogela found out all along Nagobanka Chelete, she's building a 5-room Kohabu. We see Tabanaba's Kolong. Every 3 months, I like the iPhone, linging, all along, spend 800,000 for them for that 6 years. That 800,000 should have put me far in addition of what I have right now. So life I can accelerate. Then I said, okay, sharp. Kare Mugel, give me my money or else I'm gonna tell the whole world what you did. And I was like, okay. Kamudina Kangwana. I stayed with my son. I said, I don't want my son to be sacrificed. I don't want my son to be introduced into this occult thing. I'm staying with my son. Come stripangwana, and I denied her with the rights of seeing the child. Harwa Paramaker, you know, there's a lot that I'm gonna split. There's beans to split if you dare try me. She had to surrender. She allowed me to stay with the child. 2003, in my journey of healing, finding myself, finding my spiritual journey, I wanted to understand, King to never attracted to me. Now I know what is it that was attracting them to me. Why? What really brought her to my life? Apparently, I found out. She told me that I have a Hosanna spirit. Someone who has a Hosanna spirit, that's godly. But apparently, someone who has a Hosanna spirit, they get attracted with the Nzuza spirit. Now, Tambarabana Nzuza spirit, they are regarded people who are lucky for Balele Matlazi. I think you know what I'm talking about. There's no way you never went through that knowledge to understand that and all that. Speaking of my spirit gift, I have the Hosanna spirit, that's me. That's what really drew them to my life. But then there is this thing that I didn't know, that when you have that spirit, you are likely to carry with the Nzuza spirit. Your body is strong enough to carry that kind of spirit, which is Nzuza spirit, which is a white snake. You know about it, I know.
Why are you saying I know? Why are you always saying, why are you always like, because now I want to hear from you.
Okay.
I don't know. I want to hear from you.
So, sharp, what really drew them is that, okay, if I have the Nzuza spirit is regarded as a spirit that has the power. Someone who's powered by Hosanna. Okay, let me put it in a better way. Bona ntine banyako ingela, ke matla a Nzuza go gonna. Lengwe modimo a sa ngata kwa le sebedisa. Ne ba batla ngela matla a Nzuza a ba tsie ba bona ba etsang ka ona. Apparently ke matla le re ana le monotho, ana le bogoshi, a busha. And then ba rata go associate le bo Barry ish, when I start to be in power, I shouldn't be like can a play it's wrong. I didn't know what but I shouldn't be like them. And then I remember the other day they said, you can come and work with him, he will make you a president. God, why? But no, according to your spiritual gift, you're supposed to lead. God, why should I work? You guys are satanic, so you want me to work? It means that's not God's will. So it's like a Misha mpho ya Modimo in a wrong way. Then I started to know or how this world started operating, what they are too deep. Lord, if I were to share my knowledge after finding myself, then I started to know what's the direction, what's the way. And then to come into the conclusion of this whole thing, 2023, I started to say, I want to forgive you for all the shit you did. Because God showed me about user. But you're not going to play a victim. You're going to come and do the damage control. God showed me, you guys have a calabash that has my blood and my son's blood. Please bring it. Then we break. And God showed me that calabash, you guys, the minister, the president, is to be in power. And you guys were using the Hosanna spirit. The very Nzunza powers that you guys saw in me. Bring it. She brought the calabash. And I went with her in the bush. I chased her. She reversed everything. She built it in the calabash. I didn't want to believe what is genuine. But from that day, some of the dreams started to pile up. Tomorrow, 2022 December 24, tomorrow Laura Mamaka, tomorrow wana Dinzuza spirits, tomorrow wana Marawo Tabarkinti mates. But I'm also fighting with my thoughts. What does that have to do with my spiritual gift? Because these are creatures, are the fallen angels. What does that have to do with my spirit? Ebaro gifted baradi noa. It doesn't make sense. In a learning journey, confusion moment, you know that moment, Dagger? And then Kamatsarela got okay, one more thing. Show me the guy killing Naoshumisha. He took me to the guy. When I got to the guy, I was conversation and I was on the record asking them guys, if like into some spirits in me, go little closer. Bring back my money. Go break everything that you took from me. Otherwise, guys, I'm gonna fight you. If I have to be a hobo, I'd rather choose to kill you than to be a hobo, because they crippled my future to a point where I was supposed to be a hobo. Until I paid out, there was no way I was going to get a job. This is a network whereby wherever they will tell them, no, let's come off. Because they wanted me to suffer. Then I relied on a Kemble, which is improving the life. For me to be a hobo, I would never. Because I learned, the time I was with them, I learned how most kids who are on the streets, they're the ones who are supposed to be in our government. They're the ones who are supposed to lead. But Shumisha light to rule. Like I've mentioned those names, those people that are there, got special gifted, which I'm also a victim. I also tried to reach out to ex-Yara checkers.
Ex-Emma?
Yeah, baby mama. This guy never user. When she made a confession, I run a legal blood. What do you do with someone with a legal blood? Then she explained to me the details. I wanted to reach out to that guy, come help, because even Mama Chache has a hand in using his spiritual gift, but I can't get a hold of him.
Mama wa?
I can't get hold of him, this guy, and I'm searching him by all means. So I forgave
my... So are you still staying with the lady?
Hey, Mama. No, we broke up 2021. That was the last time. And then it happened, Manaka, Mama boom, Manaka back to school. She started practicing ritual. January last year, God showed me something in my son's stomach. Mama phone. How do you know? That's me. I'm not going to do that. I needed advisor, guys. And apparently, I realized he's no longer that child. He used to be bright, but his soul star was taken, was stripped from him. He started struggling from school. Is no longer doing well. Give a heart on him. He will read now. Tomorrow he will forget everything he was reading.
From
since I dula after we broke up. Bavakasha fela December. So then manaka school nga petlisha. Navala kama tswadi. Kya mona ngano ana majoko. Not all ana majoko literally. Something is stripped from him. Abanda ba thebotse moya wa gago. Oba empty tin. Ha go la motlo ba hobo. Utlo tsuba di matekwa ntlo tsuba drugs. Remember 2020 I saw a spirit manifesting in him. Apparently, Manaka, he was transformed in 2022. Kere ke tsoga so ke msheba kere, ke bona an animal.
Ko ngwaneng wa hao.
Yes. Ke mmona le animal ke papa kere. Then he will go back to the state. And I guess if that understanding or this thing it's in him.
So kopa ho botsisa ka hara the whole thing ene e etsaetseng dintho tse etsaetseng tse ngata ke a utlwa gore no di bona o kile wa tsamaya yona wa consulta elsewhere or o kile wa tsamaya wa bonana le di ke tsa mohlala fela between ho consulta maybe like dingaka di profeta beside the whole thing ya hao le baby mama ya drama or o kile wa bonana le di doctor or di psychologist kore ke batla ho utlwisisa gona ke efeng o inkileng after the whole thing because I feel like everything is too much.
That's a good question. I almost lost it all. The only thing that made me stay, if I have this great gift, I don't disappoint them by letting go. And I was promised for everybody who's spiritual gifted, they go through hardship. Some of the problems, they're way more than taking your life. But if I'm taking my life, and then they want to live and enjoy. I felt like I would rather kill them first before I can give up to life. I'm being honest with you. And there was a moment whereby I was arranging that. I had money I had 100,000 to pay anyone to do the dirty work. Because Lama Mara had a hand. Me killing the entire family was the big price that she had to pay.
Yeah, baby mom.
Yes. But then I couldn't do that because I saw myself for where am I standing. If you're a child like me, you stand for the whole country. I'm not going to say this, but people needed to hear why I suffered this. Apparently, let me put it this way. Our government is in power with corrupt people. Not everyone can take them out of their seat. It requires someone who's highly anointed to take them off their seat. How could I put it? Let's look at our president. I'm not mentioning his name. He's in power, but he's not the actual person who's in power. The actual person who's in power is somebody who carries the same spirit that I carry, but Diana is doing wrong things. It is me who has to take him out of power. Then this whole thing can change. Can all fall. Everybody can fall. It is my responsibility. I have to do it. Looks like I'm still young, but I have a courage or I will do it. So it's a very big responsibility that I need to take instead of giving up. This is just the beginning. This is just,
what's that?
I'm still gonna survive death.
Okay.
Yes, I know that. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
This is just the beginning.
You're still gonna survive.
When I'm coming in actual power, when I'm actually activated in the spirit, I'll see things that I'll really have to stop them, and it's not gonna be nice.
Okay, so ke kopa ho botsa in closing because nako ya rona o ka re e se re shapile. In closing, wena with the whole thing kaofela, o no batla ho thusa jwang or ke ngone message o mo ono batla ho fitisetsa ko bathong?
Okay, let me start here. I tried to approach dingaka for help. Later I realized dingaka, I'm sorry to say this, bongaka is not godly. So Satan,
I mean, are you talking about it traditionally, yes, and whatever?
It's Satan who attacked me using them. And if I go to Sangoma, I'm still going to his kingdom seeking for help, which I couldn't find help. The Sangoma worst case, they wanted to take advantage of me. Seeing someone like me, is true. When someone sees that kind of power, they focusing on the Nzunza. That's what they can tamper with, which Nzunza to them it's a very huge blessing. That's why when I was on another major table exhaust, lead the very Nzunza, which is a fallen angel, favors you. And when you are favored by both, you become powerful and you become untouchable. So when I go to them, they see opportunity to mess up and tamper with my spiritual gift. It is said so why would I go the same route? But about in the name of cleansing.
Oh, so
Yes.
ba batlang?
Madi, metsa tlhapileng ka ona, diaparo, mobu wa ko gae, mobu wa mabitleng.
Ke dingaka tseo.
Yes.
Kaofela ga tsona?
Kaofela ga bona.
Okay.
And
O kile wa ya ko ho bona?
Ba bangata, ba bang ke ya ko go bona. During the process of nthusha, they withdraw, they block me.
Okay. Ke question e ke butsitseng o kile wa batla thuso na? So o bona okay. So wa bona ho sena solution.
Psychologically, I tried to approach a social worker because I couldn't have chance. I got a social worker, they'll refer. That's where you start. They never wanted to take it further. It looks like system it's a very powerful system. Wherever I go, they make contact, they block everything that I do. And then to answer your question, from here, what do I want? I came here. Firstly, let me say I'm not the only victim of this whole thing. Ke stripiwe spiritual gift. There are many kids that are being stripped their spiritual gift, and it's very advisable or partner. Most they use relationships. If you have a partner, you need to pay attention, open your mind and your eyes, and see okay, you see, okay, have a power of discernment. Or immortal spirit. So many people, they are victims back in a relationship and they are married, they are not aware. I've explained my situation of getting married. It's when I can date you now, tomorrow I'll propose. I need to find a ring. We're accepting that ring. I'm making a covenant that you are marrying me spiritually. Later, then you find out, that's one of the things people are getting trapped in. So if someone is listening to me right now, I will say to them, that's not godly. So never say yes to a ring. You don't know why you'll be trapped in a marriage that you're not even aware of. That's a covenant. And probably the spirits, they have a strong tie and strong bond, strong hold on you. They will never get off until you break that soul tie, that covenant, which is, I've made that covenant unaware. So to your people, I'm advising them, if there's a lady, mostly it happens, not managed to get me into that, but it's not easy for a guy because it doesn't make sense to order a guy to marry you. But they did. But if I'm a guy, I'm a satanic and I see some potential in you, I can easily propose to you spiritually. That's what people, they suffer. Secondly, people need to be aware, some people out there, yes, they are there for their special gifts, which you need to open your eyes every day. Observe, man. But when these symptoms, they are not there for good things. Advice, they won't encourage you to do good things. They will have their own secrets that you just have to be wise. Pray for discernment. That's the perfect deal I can give someone. But not in closure, I need justice. If my system, if our government cannot fight for me in this one, I wash hands for our country.
But don't you think you have to go to maybe pastors, powerful pastors, and pray? Don't you think, as you said, I remember before you said, how no rapela, o fasta, o etsa everything. That's when you know light.
I don't trust them. I know the pastors that I didn't mention even on the clip.
Then why don't you trust yourself as when I says onali light? Why don't you sit down and trust your as uchilo? I heard you saying uno faster. Why don't you trust me? I think everyone will from where I am, abuti o hloka thuso, batho ba bang ba ka mo thusa, but the thing is ka ga sa hlola ana le trust, especially ko bathong be bang ba ke dingaka ka ofela ha bona le dikereke tse itseng tse leng gore ka se gone o di bitsa go latela gore I have to protect myself because dintho tse ding re ka se di bitse re sena bopaki, and but o hloka thuso, and yeah, anyone maybe aka kgona go mo thusa, maybe aka kgona go mo thusa. And now my advice where I'm sitting, I can say, can you please rapela as much as you can. Don't just go to any pastor. Don't just go to anyone aka o thusang. As ke utlweletse o itse o kile wa fasta. So and pray that Modimo o tla o bulela.
Okay, part of me ne. Go godile moyeng no. No longer a small boy. I'm in a stage of prophet prophecy, and you've been getting prophecy everywhere. When you start tuning back the journey, addressing the gift, I'm having those symptoms out here. I'm in the right track. I am praying every day. I am fasting. I am actually my destiny is the deal right now. I left losing at the us. I'm focusing on myself because of our social and taking a ling. If I address say before. I am praying so hard and very hard.
So o thusa jwang ka ga o sa hlola ona le trust ko bathong?
The only way, to be honest with you, the only thing that sometimes I feel, only me helping myself, and I feel I'm not gonna pretend. For me to have closure, I need vengeance. I need to avenge myself. Because I might not be crying now, but It's a huge trauma. It made me cry
o na
every
le
day.
family ne santsane e phela bo ausi wa ba santsane ba le teng
I have a sister.
I think ba tlo bona le bona they will try to
They know
help.
my story and they never stood up for me.
Okay.
And yeah, being the chosen one is not the way guys we think. It's
But trust me, one day o tlo thola thuso as long as
there is someone who can help me.
tumelo. Yeah, as we are here, I know ho na le batho ba bang they will try to reach out go wena ba batla go
Do you know
thusa.
who's that person?
No. Trust me, I know no. I'm just saying hore I know hore ho ka ba le motho a ka tlang maybe a batla go thusa ka problem o nang le yona and like batho ba tlo e lebella video ya hao. It's really touching. Especially it affect le ngwana because I can see it affect le ya affect le wena and le advice ya how I think batho ba utlwile before we commit ko bathong please rapela ntate morena modimo o bontshe hore na motho o utlwanang le yena ke motho wa mannete na o ska ithola ana le problem e le wena o nang le yona ke that's what you said. So in closing, what can you say quickly?
I believe if batho ba gagwe ba mamela this clip, they must kneel down and ask for wisdom. Gore Modimo a ba dira gore ba understand gore he's using me to reach out to them. Batho ba ngata ba suffer commonly and they are victims like I am. So they must always learn to pray and just to be honest with you, you guys should know gore Modimo a tlhakane le bongaka. So if you can do that yourself, do that, say favor to yourself, it will be safe.
Modimo ha tlhakane le dingaka, Modimo a tlhakane le bongaka. So are you saying they must trust God? But they must trust God alone.
Modimo a tlhakane le bongaka.
Modimo ha tlhakane le dingaka.
Gifted, Modimo a no madi a re bodileng al phalaza. That's not godly. Just save yourself from those. If you're spiritual gifted, you think having madlozi it's a gift. It's not a gift, it's an invitation. The gift is only God that gives, and God can give you a little The Holy Spirit doesn't crave for blood. I'm being honest.
You know what? Modimo a o etse hantle, o ka re Modimo a ka o fa matla, o be le light. Wa itse keng also Lena, I will pray for you. Le batho ba bang they will pray for you. I think le batho ba bang ba tlo lebella definitely they will definitely help you. Maybe ntate morena Modimo o thusa ho save batho ba bang ba bangata be leng ba bang as o chilo wa re this lady una re ke ngaka only to find out hore there is the other way e leng go na yetsa. The only thing e ke kopang ko wena fela go ntate morena Modimo ka ga ka o sebedisa o ka bona khanya a o fa bohlale a o fa matla. And for you to be here, trust me, maybe na go ngotla nagana hore o tle because of o batla kante maybe o rumiwe ke Modimo o tlo save batho ba bang. Do you get what I'm saying? Modimo a o etse hantle. Bolala ke a leboha. Yo re tlo ba le part 1 part 2 because story sena se touchy like yo sin tshwere ka tsela e nngwe. And bolala, please subscribe, comment, and yeah. And the other thing, bolala, liskela le bala kirikisa ntho sa sefahleho. Ke dila ka chuba ba di dark spots di wrinkles botsho pakeng tsa dirope. Anyone ana le any problem ya skin bolala I'm disturbed nyana hanyane. I don't know lo re tse kereng para I know hore le tlo zama ho nkutlwella. Please subscribe, comment, and yeah, bolala ha le hloka thuso ka le thusa ka dintho tsa sefahleho ka dintho tsa mmeleng. And please kopa le rapedise abuti boe bang baruti they are out there but they want to help. Please ke kopa le thusane. Yeah, as Marikia mutlo la tshepi dingaka like anything to do with dingaka essentially no for him. So yeah. Thank you so much. Till we meet again. Bye.